The KZ Saga, budget bargain or a big ripoff? Are these KZ Saga worth the $20 asking price? Now in the past, KZ has made headlines for adding unnecessary drivers to pad their driver count and charge more. In full transparency, KZ sent these over to me for review a little over 5 months ago, and I'm now just getting around to reviewing them. I'm sorry, KZ, but no money changed hands, and they're seeing this when you do. Now we're gonna start with some of the unboxing, move to sound quality, go over the design, fit and finish, and finally, whether or not these headphones are a good value. Now the testing of these was done with the built-in DAC of my MacBook Pro and the Time Ear TEU99 DAC. The unboxing experience for the KZ Saga is quite minimal, and it's definitely a place that KZ cut costs. The unboxing experience is totally unimpressive and cheap, with them kind of coming in a cardboard box with some plastic packaging. Now these headphones do come in two versions, a bass enhanced version and a standard version. I have the standard version. Now first, sub bass. The sub bass of these wasn't quite as thumpy as I would like for electronic or hip hop, and they didn't offer the kind of bump or kind of rumble that you might want when listening to that kind of music, and that's okay given the $20 price point. The mid bass is where these headphones kind of come alive, giving you a nice thump that you can hear, and listening to songs like Woo Woo, a good portion of the bass was clear and concise, although they lost a little bit of that punch you might want when listening to hardstyle or electronic music. Still though, a very nice and playful bass that's enjoyable to listen to and doesn't kind of hurt your ears. The bass overall had a good amount of bump, it was just kind of missing some of the thump. Now the mids. The mids felt engaging and fun. A decent amount of clarity, and when listening to Reefer Decree Curved Air, I found the vocals and mids to feel a little bit recessed, which would be expected for headphones with a V-shaped EQ. Listening to classic rock like Boston, Long Time, I felt the mids and the vocals again to be a little bit too recessed for my liking, and the vocals oftentimes felt kind of distant and lacking in clarity. Highs. The highs are bright, sparkly, and fun without any fatigue, and I find the highs to offer a nice compromise between clarity and fun without being too tiring. The clarity could be a little bit better, but again, at the $20 price point, I think the KZ Saga totally deliver. Now talking about clarity, imaging, and kind of soundstage of the KZ Saga. I think these headphones offer decent clarity, although some of the mids and the bass kind of bleed into each other. I found that the imaging to be okay, but not great. Listening to Reefer Decree Curved Air, which is one of my favorite songs to kind of test the imaging and soundstage, I definitely was a bit let down. They didn't give me the kind of 3D spacious sound I was hoping for when using IEMs, and they felt a little bit cramped. Again, I think that's kind of forgivable given the price point. Now the construction, build, and the design of the KZ Saga is one area where these headphones really shine. They have a small footprint, and in the ear I found them to be quite comfortable and not very they didn't really move around a lot. Although the ear tips definitely might not be for everyone. The actual case construction of the KZ Saga feels really high quality, and it's made from metal, which I was really surprised about. They have a vent on the side, and they kind of look more like really expensive headphones, although they aren't. That said though, the included cable feels unforgivably cheap, and I think that anyone looking to use these daily would likely want to change the cable and ear tips along with possibly buying another case. So kind of where does that leave us? Well, you can pick these up for 20 bucks in the links in the description, but you will likely want to get a case for these, which might cost you 7 to 10 bucks if you don't have one lying around, a high quality cable that might be 10 to 12 bucks, and another pair of ear tips, which might be 4 to 6 bucks. Now, while these headphones are totally usable out of the box, you will likely need to spend another $20 to $25 or so on these accessories. But if you have this stuff already lying around, you're paying 20 bucks for a fun pair of headphones with performance that punches above their weight. Just kind of have reasonable expectations because these headphones are so budget. And I would say that if you're someone that's looking to get these headphones, you might want to pair them with a nice DAC, maybe something that could add a little bit more sub bass. But overall, I think this is a totally fine offering from KZ, and I think that the KZ Saga really are quite a decent option at that $20 price point. Peace.